Hi there. In this video, we will discuss the summary of the 34th chapter of Noli Me Tangere by Dr. Jose Rizal, titled The Dinner. We will also study the important events, characters, settings, and lessons found in this chapter. Listen and watch carefully, as you will learn a lot from this historical work by Rizal. Let's begin. That day, the general was expected to arrive and stay at Captain Tiago's house, so a luncheon was held with the prominent people of San Diego. Ibarra and the mayor sat across from each other at opposite ends of the dining table. Also present were Maria Clara, Captain Tiago, town captains, priests, government officials, and friends of Maria Clara and Ibarra. During the luncheon, everyone noticed the absence of Padre Damaso. While eating, the guests talked about various topics, such as Padre Damaso's absence, the farmers' ignorance in using utensils, and the courses parents wanted their children to take. When Padre Damaso arrived, everyone greeted him except Ibarra. As beer was being served, Padre Damaso began making snide remarks against Ibarra, particularly about the death of the young man's father. It seemed the priest was deliberately trying to provoke Ibarra, to the point where Ibarra almost stabbed Padre Damaso. Fortunately, Maria Clara stopped him, calming Ibarra down, and he simply left. Now, let's move on to the important events in this chapter. A luncheon was held at Captain Tiago's house, attended by the prominent people of San Diego. Padre Damaso arrived in the middle of the luncheon and immediately started making snide remarks against Ibarra. Padre Damaso brought up the death of Ibarra's father, which angered the young man. Ibarra almost stabbed Padre Damaso, but Maria Clara stopped him, restoring his composure. Ibarra left the luncheon to avoid further scandal. Important characters. Crisostomo Ibarra, the main character who endured Padre Damaso's insults about his father's death. The mayor, a town official seated at the other end of the table who tried to change the subject to ease the tension. Maria Clara, a guest at the luncheon who stopped Ibarra from stabbing Padre Damaso. Captain Tiago, the one who organized the luncheon. The alferez, lieutenant, and scribe. Other guests at the luncheon. Padre Damaso, a priest who continued to insult Ibarra and used the opportunity to bring up the death of Ibarra's father. Let us now proceed to the setting of this chapter. The chapter took place at Captain Tiago's house. Here are some of the lessons, messages, or implications shown in this chapter. Self-control is important, especially in situations filled with anger or tension. Ibarra showed that despite his intense anger, he chose to restrain himself to avoid scandal, which is a sign of wise decision-making. Hurtful words can deeply wound others. Padre Damaso's snide remarks are an example of how words can provoke violence or anger. Forgiveness and emotional control are essential aspects of a calm personality. By stopping Ibarra, Maria Clara showed the importance of controlling negative emotions to avoid unpleasant outcomes. Valuing family honor is an important theme in this chapter. Ibarra's anger was not just due to Padre Damaso's insults, but also because of the disrespect shown to the memory of his late father. This chapter shows the power of women in a patriarchal society. Despite being quiet and staying in the background, Maria Clara was able to influence the decisions of a powerful man like Ibarra, showing her important role in the events. And that concludes the 34th chapter of Noli Me Tangere, titled The Dinner. What have you learned from this chapter? Share your answers in the comments. We also encourage you to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated with our future videos. Until next time, thank you for watching.